PSY-POD. PSY-POD.
Welcome back to the only podcast in Bhutan. PSY-POD number
Are we
40.
seriously the only one?
I don't think I'm the only one, but I like to believe that we're the only one.
I think we're the only one that doesn't have a consistent theme to it.
We have one. Our consistently we talk about nothing.
No. Okay, yeah, fuck you.
Consistently talk about nothing. And now we consistently talk about nothing.
Yeah, why God? 3 in a row, Sai. 3 in a row.
Yeah, before we used to inconsistently talk about nothing.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I need to lean my head because my neck hurts.
From all the head
No, yeah.
you've been carrying and giving.
Yeah. You know what's sad? Recently went to a show, no? Like maybe about 3 weeks ago. Headbanged, okay. Pain.
That's what they call blowjobbing these days?
No, yeah. Exactly. Well, I don't know, it was more like smoking a cigarette, but...
Okay.
Yeah, but like, so when I saw the band, headbanged. Usually I used to get this neck pain for like a day at the max.
Mm-hmm.
This time 1 week. Like a proper week of can't move my neck shit. And
So is that attributed to your weak neck or
No,
too much head banging?
I think too much headbanging, or rather not doing ergonomic headbanging. Because remember, kids, those of you who go to metal shows, headbang with your shoulders, not with your neck. That's something I found out from a friend who just looked at me headbanging, and she was headbanging along with me, and she had no pain, and she was like, "It's because you headbang with your neck instead of your shoulder."
Give me a term, honestly.
Yeah, like a chicken, like this.
So how were you doing it initially?
Just this.
Oh. Okay.
So just moving your neck back and forth, and
You do like this thing.
Yeah, if you move with your back and your head, and that's the same thing with when you're giving head as well. You don't just want to use your neck. Also use your wrists and your elbows. I mean, sorry, not your elbows. Use your hands.
But remember, actually, the act of head more requires more energy from the other body parts more rather than the head itself.
Oh, you mean to say giving head?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Also banging.
Yeah, and then also your knees hurt, right? If you're like
knees, yeah. You can do Asian squat there.
Then that's still something that hurts. And most Bhutanese don't squat. I don't think many people squat. I mean, can you stay in the squat position? How long can you hold a squat position?
I think I can hold it for a while. Besides,
Yeah, that's true actually. More.
Like even when you go to normal toilets, this is something which people don't talk about, elephant in the room, but most Buddhist people will go to the washroom
and get on the toilet seat.
And then poop like this, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't say poop like this. This is not a visual podcast anymore.
Imagine squatting on top of the toilet seat there.
Yeah, so that's...
I never been like this.
My cousin used to do that. He's currently in Australia. Shout out to Achunodi.
And he's got hemorrhoids, yeah.
No, so what he goes to the bathroom like that, and he apparently was playing PUBG while he was on the toilet, right? And he sat like that for a good while on the toilet seat. And when he finally finished his game, he decided to stand up, like get off. Immediately,
Get off here. Come on, you just finished the game. Go inside and do it more. Come on.
No, but you know what I mean. Yeah, exactly. So he got off the toilet seat and immediately legs went numb and he fell down and smashed his tooth.
I've heard a very similar story.
Yeah.
This one was Toby.
Why were you calling out Toby? No one knows. Okay, Achunodi also, but see, Nodi is a nickname.
So our colleague of ours, Kicharo, when in college,
yeah, Toby.
Washroom, similar thing happened over there. He was pooping like that.
Yeah.
Then when he came out, he got a serious injury. Okay. Apparently there was a broken piece of tile. He slipped and he went to his bum and tore his ass. No.
Wait, I've heard this story.
I don't know. Maybe it's a similar person.
It's similar. I've heard this story.
Okay. So anyways, no. When they asked
I like that the story has circulated. If it's the same person, it's kind of...
I don't know. But they asked him, what happened?
Yeah.
And what happened afterwards was that he pooped incorrectly and then slipped and fell. But he was ashamed to say that
that he ripped his ass.
No. That we couldn't hide by there. Okay.
Okay.
Help! What's wrong? I'm too shy. I can't say that.
Oh, he was ashamed to say that he was on the toilet pot like that.
So he wouldn't reveal us like that. But they want to know, how did you get to this situation?
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't happen like that.
But there are toilet seats that are built like that too.
Yeah,
they have those foot pads on the sides.
But in Bhutan, now we've reached to a point where we have to put signboard in the toilet seat. This is how you poop. This is not how you poop. because it's gotten that bad. Like I think 50% people poop like this.
Remember when we went to the Halloween party where you dressed up as Charizard and I went as 69?
Yeah.
So exactly that night, that was the night I found out that women have a very different way of using bathrooms.
What, you use a TP on top of it?
No, some of them apparently don't even use the TP. It's more like they hover.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Oh. How do you hover though? You gotta have really good strength, huh?
We have a female in this room. How do you do it? You can
guys,
talk.
Visualize this, okay? You cannot hear this, but you cannot see this, but visualize me. I'm almost sitting on the chair, but not exactly. So is this the way?
Yeah, it's like holding a squat, right? Like a squat.
It's possible. Minaya, come. Okay.
Yeah, she has given us her thumbs up in that situation. But so that we were at, I forgot where it was. We were really drunk, and I think we ended up at Tipsy Cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tipsy Cow, the bathrooms are outside, no? So the boys' bathroom was completely occupied, and then I ended up using the girls' bathroom. I opened the door.
Because Kinley identifies as a woman during party nights, okay?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, a bathroom's a bathroom, and as long as it's like not a shared bathroom and nobody else is inside, I don't fucking care. I will use the bathroom. I just need to pee.
Besides, he can't be a creep because he cannot
see
to be a creep. But other ways, no. Just because he gropes doesn't mean he's a creep.
Jeez.
It's a little bit. He was trying to find out he was trying to see how you look in your face.
But I gotta say, the female bathrooms are way nicer.
Of course.
Way nicer.
It's one of those things, like if I want to go to a nice establishment, how are the washrooms? They ask me nothing. That's the thing which they like to. Like what's that word now? That's the G.
It's their criteria.
Take a little break, go to the washroom, enjoy the place. Anyways, go to your
so I used the girls' bathroom, and then I did not think, right? So I used the girls' bathroom, and then I opened the door, and there's a woman standing right there, and she looks at me and she goes, "This is the girls' bathroom." And then I was like, "I'm so sorry, the guys was really packed." And then I felt so bad. I said, "Wait." I closed the door, took a bucket of water, and drenched the toilet seat and everything inside, just to make sure that that I did not accidentally pee anywhere in my inebriated state. So I washed everything. I took rolls. I know. I took rolls of toilet paper, wiped the seat, everything through it, cleaned everything, and then I was like, "Here you go." And then she said, "Oh, it's okay. We don't sit on the toilet seat."
Oh.
And that's when I was like, "Oh."
But I don't get the things. I think it's very psychological. Like we touch much more grosser things during our day. I don't think just because somebody's ass cheeks touch that seat and you touch that ass cheek is going to give you some germs. I think our ass cheeks are cleaner than our hands, man.
Could be.
Well,
I do know that once I had to use the bathroom at one of the local bars, and they had a Western toilet, and I had to take a giant dump, like really bad, or what my friend calls an Asian poop.
Okay.
When you've had a lot of spicy food, a lot of Asian food.
So you had to drop a kilo pizza.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was in such a rush because my belt, I didn't bother, the seat was wet. I didn't know, just opened my pants, sat down. Didn't realize that somebody had peed on the toilet seat when I was there.
Okay.
And then I got a boil on my ass the next day. Like a proper...
How old were you?
Oh, this was when I was in my second year of college.
I don't think it was just the pee, man. I think you were just, maybe hygiene wasn't the best, and then that was the...
No, exactly. So
the camel's back.
Toilet was just... now I'm terrified of toilets, most toilets. And actually, it's when I was a kid, my mom used to drill it into me that a toilet had to be clean at all times. So that actually led me to have horrifying experiences in government school toilets. You remember government school toilets, right? It's just a fucking pit in the middle of...
Yeah. Like a shed of pits.
But reminding when we were in YHS, the boys' toilets didn't have doors. Okay. It's like separate cubicles, but no doors.
Okay.
And recently I was talking to mom about it, and I was like, why didn't the school, why didn't it have doors? And then it turned out that a lot of boys were smoking in the toilets. So in order to make sure that nobody smoked in the toilet, they ripped the doors.
What about if you got
Exactly.
number 2 there?
Exactly.
Oh. Hey, we'll stop smoking at the expense of your bowel movements. Okay? don't test us.
Yeah, but anyway, toilet talk.
So pooping was banned, remember, technically. It was not actually banned, it was like, you can take a poop in public.
Yeah, it's just everyone's gonna see you
Very
take
public,
that shit.
it's very
Yeah.
public.
Do you have any toilet stories, Sai?
I am a toileter.
I mean, yeah. Besides
I've been treated as a
besides your
toileter.
exes.
No toilet stories, man. I've been a very, what do you call, what's the word? Very regular pooper throughout my life.
I don't mean that. I mean like horrifying toilets. Like gone into a toilet and just been like, oh shit, like quite literally, oh shit.
I think once you've lived in Bhutan and studied in like school days, you've been desensitized over toilet conditions, man.
Yeah.
You just have to just like hold your breath, bear with it for a few seconds, and then get on with your day.
One thing I didn't understand was any public bathrooms. Not now, but a few years ago, a lot of these public toilets, there was always, it felt like there was this weird form of vandalism that people had, where they would shove a stone in the toilet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
And I always wonder what was the point of that, because now that stone is blocking it, right? People would shit everywhere else.
Yeah.
So it would just be like you'd walk into a toilet and you just see like shit everywhere,
Yeah.
and you couldn't flush because there's a fucking stone
Yeah.
in the toilet. Yeah,
I
never
don't
understood.
know. I
that.
don't know. Kinle, some questions are, a mystery of the universe.
No, I understand that it's a mystery of the universe, and this is my boulder that I shall push up the mountain, but unlike the boulder that was thrown in the toilet.
The same boulder which you're dragging towards the mountain.
Yeah, no, but then that sort of vandalism really I don't know, it just confuses me sometimes.
Yeah, maybe someone out there, who actually threw the stone, who's listening to right now, like, fuck, they got my MO. I find respected for my art of throwing boulders into toilet pits.
Crapsy.
Maybe it's like, it's block ass no.
No, but then, what? Yeah, okay, so fine. Even if the toilet is blocked, right? What was the logic that you threw a stone in to further, like a rock, to further block
One of the
it?
mysteries of the universe, our education system wasn't the best, so maybe some people were compelled to throw rocks in order to stop the blockade. Okay, let's move on to something else. This is bullshit which you can never figure out. Okay, if you guys have ever blocked some toilet with rocks, let us know.
Or if you drew dick and balls on a
I
toilet
think
wall.
everyone draws dick and balls. What's the point of drawing dick and balls?
I don't know. I suppose
It's true.
we were very fascinated by our own anatomy.
That's a very regular thing to draw things like that. Washrooms. Well, one thing which I realized now, getting older, was I used to drink all that toilet water. No.
Oh, that's what boosted our immunity, my friend.
Oh. Toilet water.
In school, they used to have that one tap, no?
Yeah.
And then everyone used to put their mouth on that, and I remember Chachi, I think it was in Zilika, when I was in Zilika.
You were in Zilika?
Yeah, I studied Zilika class 4.
Okay.
So class PP 1, 2 and 3 I studied in Wangdi,
Oh.
class 4 in Zilika, then class 5, 6 in Sunshine, 7, 8 in Ungzampa, 9, 10 in YHS, 11, 12 in Motetang.
Okay, thank you for all that.
Yes, I just thought, let's clarify where I went to school. My education is important.
You went to YHS more?
Yes.
YHS they get you Motonji.
Arts.
There wasn't arts.
YHS didn't have arts that time, yeah. And now there's no arts even now.
You were the last thing, the few lucky people.
Are you
studied
arts?
I said commerce.
Jama Anisi, the last few lucky people.
Okay. I would have loved to study dry arts, man. I would have gone back in time, did the driest, the least moisturized arts I would have done. Man.
Anyway, so Zilikana went to drink water, tap na. Girl was there drinking the water, and then she took a few gulps. She made this weird face. Again, she took a few gulps, and then I was about to drink, and she goes, "Don't drink this. There's a weird taste in the water." I think some kids told the teachers. Next, they found out there was a dead rat in the water tank.
So didn't you guys all get sick or something?
I don't know about the girl. I didn't drink, but I'm pretty sure that girl got sick.
I think you probably get life-threatening diseases.
I haven't heard from her since.
But these are the things that you go through for authentic Bhutanese education experience. no?
Yeah, but that was like a few years ago. I don't know how it is now.
It should be still the same.
Is it though? I mean, with COVID, and think people put in a lot of new like clean drinking water and Suhalam Tsuyibata during the pandemic. I remember.
The Bashi, they were living in Bhutan. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe for us it's fine because we've become so used to it. We don't get sick. We should ask all the tourists who come here. It's like, have you gotten sick from the tap water?
Maybe like now, the kids today in schools, or maybe since we didn't grow up with it, maybe there's a few social justice warriors, maybe there's a few woke kids who's like, we ain't supposed to be drinking water like this. You adults failed us for giving us rat water. I don't know. Maybe there's some few kids like that. I don't know.
Probably.
But that's a good thing, rather than being timid, like we said on episodes ago.
Yeah.
No, would you rather be woke or timid?
I'd rather be in the middle.
Awake.
Awake.
Awake. Oh, nice one. Guys, just stay awake. Don't need to be woke. Just stay awake. Don't sleep. Don't be woke. Just stay awake.
I think woke also gets a bad rep because a lot of the time people who are woke, I think you only see that vocal minority, right? The really loud ones.
Yeah.
Because I think there are a lot of people who are woke. I don't even like using that word, but that's how you have to apparently.
Maybe they're awakened.
I don't know. I just think that there are some people who genuinely just want to have affect positive change, but aren't so militaristic about it. But then, extreme about it, so aggressive about it. But then there's always like those few, and that's the thing. And media will always focus on the ones who are the loudest because they're the most interesting, right? It's the same with when you look at like extreme conservatives. Like you'll always see the very like hardcore, social, culture and right way of life, traditional way of life. And you never really see the people who are in the middle.
But I think in Bhutan, our conservatives and maybe would you say liberal people in that? Conservative to make sense, or conservative to your old traditional values, you mean this one. But people who are against that, a little bit woke, people who are a little bit like progressive change, do you call these people liberals?
I don't know, actually.
Is that the term?
I think, I'm not too sure on this.
Okay,
because even the term liberal has another connotation to it also, which I'm not too familiar with.
Okay, so anyways, this group of people, now when I lost my track, now I lost my trail of thought.
Yeah, you're talking about Bhutanese conservatives and their...
Yeah, I don't think it's that influential, no, because in America you can see the influence because of how the media gives a lot of attention to it now. For example, like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about, like me.
He gets a lot of media focus now, so his narrative, his rhetoric is spread across a larger mass of channel. So let's say one guy is very traditional conservative, so he might have a very strong opinion, but media isn't really focused on him. Nor is there a very liberal person speaking of progressive change. A lot of media focus. So I think that's the media control, but I feel like in how you said the West, you can really control the news, and spread that narrative.
But even the news, in a lot, because now that's the thing with democracies is the freedom of speech, correct? And because of that, even media can choose what they want to report on, right? Like
freedom of how you can distribute speech. Wow,
yeah.
I never thought about it like that.
I mean, like,
even more. Freedom of
I'm not saying that it is.
Freedom of how we can give this communication more. How we can
so
communicate with the mass.
Exactly. So like when you look at the States, for example, Fox News, extremely right wing, right? Then CNN is known as the left, more left leaning.
Left?
I think that's the implication.
Okay, because obviously Fox doesn't like them.
Yeah, so but then it's very that the whole conservatives, the right versus the left. And it always takes me to this thing of John Cleese, the comedian.
Yeah, I know.
So he had this lovely, he has this monologue where he talks about the right and the left. So he says, and the right and the left it exists in every country to a certain extent.
Yes.
The rights are usually very conservative, want their way of life to be protected, whereas the left wants more change and things to change and adapt and more development, but like more what they call open-minded thinking. So John Cleese has this bit where he talks about how if you're the right, so he's talking in terms of America, right? So it's like if you're on the right, you love God, you love your guns, you can't, you love God, you like your guns, you don't like the LGBTQ, and you hate moderates.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he talks about the left. The left is like, the left, they believe in secularism. They believe in, secularism. Nothing like nothing ruled by religious ideology. Secular.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like the left likes, they're very pro change, pro progress, progressive, freedom of speech, and they hate moderates.
So who are the moderates? The middle?
Moderates are sort of just like people who can sort of be like, like from this side, certain things that the right says make sense.
And then middle people then?
Yeah, people who don't lean too heavily to either side, but somehow notice that there is this interesting thing of finding balance between both.
So what you're saying is both agree that they hate moderates.
Yes, exactly,
so the moderates are only person who are willing to be with each other's ideologies, while as the left and the right both hate each other, but agree that they hate moderates.
Yes, exactly, and that's like, if you can find the monologue, I think it's I saw it on Facebook the other day, but yeah, it's a nice piece.
I'll tell you one interesting thing I watched this week. So I went to Reddit. I wanted to watch some videos just to chill. So one of the top videos was this thing, monologue by news channels during one takeover of a big company. So what happened was there was this big news company in America. It's not news, like the local news you want to be more the franchises. Like a lot of local news is spread throughout, let's say, the south or the north of USA, local news stations, like small cities and towns. So this guy, company, bought like, let's say, 90% of the local news stations in America too. So when he launched his channel, this upswing, the change of guard, he gave every news an update to say that now has changed more. He will never spread any news which is biased or opinions and everyone. What he messed up was his team gave every news station the same script.
Oh no.
So they all said the same dialogue like robots, man. Like the exact word for word. So it's like about 100 and something news stations. They say the same things. They go through that opening monologue. If you go online, check it out, there's a compilation of beginning to end.
With each one cutting to a different person saying.
Compilations of all of them saying it at the same time. It's so spooky. And then you can realize how the media in America is controlled just for a handful of people.
That's capitalism for you, I suppose.
Yeah. And then, so another thing that we were talking about is you said about the loudest is always the ones.
The vocal minority, they're called. The vocal minority, because usually they're the loudest, but they're actually not that large in number compared to people who think differently from them.
Okay, so.
Well, it's called the vocal minority.
So, anyways, last time I was observing something which I just observed myself, and I think it makes kind of little sense. So I don't know, there must be a term or science behind it, but it's I think it's that biasness that we always see, example, anything, it was much more better, fashion was much better in the 70s, music was much better in the 90s, and in the 90s you'll take a compilation of Kurt Cobain, maybe Mariah Carey, maybe Michael Jackson, okay, in the 60s you'll take a compilation of James Dean, maybe Elvis, all the good-looking people more, and then we'll do that, and then we'll say, well, look at now, and we'll show a video of some guys rapping skrrr, bah, boom, or some people in NBA.
I love that. That's how you think rap sounds.
No, the new wave.
I know.
Okay, boom, 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 pa.
Yeah. Pew pew.
Pew pew. The white boys do, and then fashion-wise also people showing their nipple pasties, give me. Weird wigs and all. We use that, man. Back then it was much better. Of course, in context, when you take only the good part of the 60s and then you present it in a nice package, and you take only the shitty parts of 2023 fashion, and then you compare it, obviously we'll say, of course, 60s was better, man. And we have this habit of doing that.
Yeah.
So if you take the shittiest parts of one era and present it, and take only good parts of one era, obviously we'll think that one was one, but it's a very bad. What do you call?
No, but that is a bias that you have.
Description of the entire fashion. In 60s, I'm sure there must be hundreds of people dressing worse, if not more. Oh no, not worse the word now. Okay. Dressing much worse, and now also you can find people with much as good music. You can say Taylor Swift is all-time great musician. You can say even people let's say band-wise, you might know some bands which are still good today right now. So actually we have this habit of always comparing. In context only, we take only the good and we compare to everything which is bad. And I think that's because of our argument kind of habits. Every time we argue, even though we might feel like our point has a little bit of effect, we try to tried to segregate all the good parts of argument and present it, and that's which is becoming affecting our like how we perceive our life.
But I think that's also because you defend the generation or the era that you existed in, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, our parents, for them, their times are much simpler.
Mm-hmm.
So they think that what they had was much better. Some of them, not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it is that thing of like, it's just a weird form of nicheism at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, during my time, people were like that. It was much better, a simpler time. But then that's probably what we'll say when we also,
Yeah.
As
it's different generation.
yeah, it's a very generational thing, and I think my friend, remember Andon?
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, there's an episode with Andon. You can check it out on one of our episodes. I forgot which one it is. But Andon said, nostalgia is the collective forgetting that everything was bad. Like you look back, something like that. I could be misquoting him, but I think what he meant was, like you look back on times with nostalgia because you thought it was great, but when you really think about it, it wasn't that good.
Yeah, like when we think about our ex relationships, we only think about the good.
Yeah, but then when you
hardly, of course, there must be shit. Maybe sometimes you think about the bad times, but in generally, more of the time when you think about that person, you think about the good times only.
Yeah, but then when you actually like analyze it properly, you realize that. Yeah. Like one example I can give is I was like, when I was a kid, I really liked these cartoons that I watched. I recently watched them, and I was like, these are not as good as I remember them.
Stimpy and all.
Yeah, I'm like, these are not as good as I remember them.
But I don't know. For me, Dexter, Jolly Bravo, Powerpuff Girls are still better than Adventure Time for me.
Hey, Adventure Time's good.
Yeah, but the ones I watched younger, I think was better.
Again, there we go.
No, but I watched it again. It's still good.
No, yeah, Dexter's Lab holds up here. Samurai Jack holds up.
Yeah, it still holds up, man. Yeah. This stuff. So some things are objectively better.
Yeah.
Not because of the time period, but because they are.
No, but I think it's going back to the thing. It is this. You defend the time that you were, that you sort of came, the time where you came of age. You sort of defend that, Mevate.
Because let's say something which I cannot defend about my growing up generation, which is better now, which I see is obviously better. Maybe.
Internet.
Obviously, internet.
Okay, those are like objective.
But I was
stuff.
lucky. I felt like I had a little like a superpower growing up because my dad provided our family.
No, you did not have a superpower. Your dad had a superpower.
The internet there. When everyone was in like forget dial-up. No, I had broadband growing up, and I felt like I was a thing here, like Hitler. I felt like I was above everybody else because I had so much knowledge. But when I had like dish TV,
I'm very confused why you went with Hitler. But
I don't know, wrong example.
Jesus.
But I felt like superior. That's what I was saying. I felt like Superman.
All right.
Because I was like, I have YouTube, I have Disney Channel, I have Poco. What do you guys have? Nothing. I'm better than you.
I'm terrified, man. I felt superior like Hitler.
They had to eat. I went to school and said, did you guys watch Hannah Montana? Do you guys know what it is? Like, yeah. Hitler.
I'm not going to try to make sense of that.
But so internet for me growing up, no. It was obviously much faster now. But I was privileged with internet growing up. Okay, so let's leave that aside. I don't know about the toilets. Have the toilets improved? Toilets were shit, but we just learned to live with it.
Why it just has doors now?
Okay, it's improving slowly. What is something which we didn't have back then which is better now?
I don't know. I look.
What is there? Let's think. Okay, let's be a little bit.
Yeah, I think we can't be giving dead air while we're thinking about
but
it.
But we're giving right now we're going like not against
okay, while you
the same thing which you said that time was like we're having nostalgic bias almost. So let's find some shitty things in the past
that are better right now. Okay, you want to balance the stuff out.
Balance the stuff
okay.
out.
While Sai thinks, I shall entertain you. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Things have not actually gotten extremely better also, were they? So we cannot say back then was better also. Obviously, it has gotten better. What is it? Phones? Phones? Obviously, we didn't have phones. My first phone was in class 8. Now kids are probably getting phones when they're...
Wow, privilege. My first phone I was in class 11.
Yeah, mine was a Nokia. We played Snake, man. It wasn't a great phone also.
What makes you think I got anything better?
I don't
What
know.
is this? The Suffering Olympics?
Suffering on the amazing. My suffering was worse. Fuck you, my suffering was worse.
Both our dads listening to this going, oh.
I thought I raised them well. Yeah.
I thought I raised these two. Like I thought I raised my son better.
I don't know, games? Games are better now? Before we had Chunki and Lavar and Marble. Kopi
Do you think that I fucking look on that really like
fondly,
yeah.
Yeah, me also. So that's what I'm saying. Let's balance it out, looking, find some shit.
Yeah, it's like okay, trying.
Toilets obviously, but I don't know if the toilets improve. See.
Not well. It again depends. Government toilets are still a little shitty.
Oh god, I wish there was a live chat right now.
Live chat. We should try going live once on YouTube. If we can get the audio. If you can get me the mics, I've got the audio interface.
Audio interface.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll consider it maybe. But then if you guys are listening, if it's something that people want to experience, why not? Okay,
maybe
let's move past this because I'm dead air right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Going past. So, Sai, are you kinky?
Context matters. Not right now, particularly at this moment. But maybe after, after we go off air, if you ask me to choke you, maybe I might be into it.
Oh no, I'm not into choking. I'm into like weirdly blindfold play.
It's like I'm going to put what's that? A ribbon around your eyes, blindfold you. Why? See what I see.
Oh no! I mean, I want to be.
You want to be blindfolded? Why? Yeah. What's the point?
Shh. It doesn't have to make sense.
It's like tits on a nun, man.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't have to make sense. It's just there. No, but I ask you, do you consider yourself to be a kinky person?
I don't have like very strange kinks. Mine's a very regular kinks. So I wouldn't say kinky, but I had kinks. Yes.
Interesting. I just wanted to know.
I like choking bitches.
Sai just goes around choking female dogs.
Do you have power now?
Do you have power? Oh God. No, the reason I ask is I had this conversation with somebody.
Random people which I go and ask, are you kinky?
No, I've also had conversations with random people. I usually, whenever you see me at Mama's, well, you don't see me at Mama's, you've never seen me at Mama's, but when I'm usually at Mama's, I just talk to people randomly sitting there, and I was having this conversation with somebody, and they asked me the question. They said, "Oh, are Bhutanese people kinky?"
Okay, and I say yes. We have little phalluses everywhere.
Yeah. No, and then they told me that they spoke to a few women because that is their job.
What is their job?
I cannot tell you these things.
Sex therapist?
No, they were doing research. Okay, so they were doing research, and that's the thing. I cannot name this person. I cannot tell you what sort of research, but they were just trying to find out, sexual habits. And one thing they found is that a majority of people, women. So a majority of women that they spoke to had never experienced an orgasm.
But that's common, man.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily, but
also
women apparently cannot orgasm as easily as men, obviously.
No, obviously, no. But then here's one thing.
Most women in life, not just Bhutanese, have never experienced orgasm.
No, okay, fine. But here's one thing that they found interesting is the talking about sex among partners.
Okay, that's taboo then.
How is that taboo? Okay, now see, you're saying it's taboo because now you're giving me if you're saying it's taboo, there's a cultural or a social aspect to this. Yes. How do you mean it's taboo?
Because Bhutanese are generally conservative and quiet people who like to keep to themselves.
No, I'm not saying you have to go around talking loudly about sex.
Even when it's in a private setting, okay? Let's say it's a group of 5 people who are very conservative, very timid, okay? You think someone's going to come up and say, oh, let's talk about butt stuff.
I have a song called Butt Stuff.
Okay.
No, I mean like among partners.
Partners, yeah.
Yeah. So
it depends. I don't know. Maybe I would presume that if looking at you and I see that you're a person who's very like traditional, conservative, and doesn't have as much of a closed, open mind as maybe a person who's maybe younger, who has maybe better exposure outside would have, I would presume that you would not have this conversation in your private life. But I would say if you're a person who is a little bit more open-minded, who's not as traditional or as conservative, you probably would have a higher chance of that person talking that topic with their partner rather than a person who's conservative. And Bhutanese in general being more conservative and traditional, I would say because of that, generally we do not have that conversation.
About sex?
Yes. And that's based on my guesstimation.
Estimation. Yeah, again, then nothing. I'm not asking for expert advice here. But now here's another thing. If you have a child, which is a scary thought, if you ever have a child, if your child reaches a certain age, would you talk to them about sex?
Yes, for sure. Because my parents never gave me the talk. I had to figure it out through the internet, through textbooks, and my own self-exploration. Like I'll tell you the story where I discovered what masturbation was. I did not know what masturbation was. No one taught me. I thought I was abusing myself. I thought I was molesting myself because I watched an episode of Friends where.
What the fuck? What sort of episode of Friends was that?
See, that's a good cliffhanger. It was an episode where Chandler is gone for a business trip, okay, and Monica misses him.
How old are you? I mean, how old are you when you watch that?
11.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then Chandler gets a little bit lonely, so he goes and orders adult film, okay?
Oh, is this the one where Monica just walks in and Chandler goes, knock, knock?
Then she sees him and he changes the channel fast and she sees him watching sharks with his hands in his pants. So he gets awkward and he goes to the room with it. And then Monica calls Rachel. So it's a PG show, man. They cannot say certain words, certain things, man. So she says to Rachel, I think I just saw Chandler molesting himself by watching sharks over there. So that's why I found out, wait a minute, Chandler is doing that. I'm not messed up. You know, whatever I thought I did to myself, was not, what's the word, violation or some disturbing thing over there. Then I realized it was normal. I looked it up and I found out that the word was masturbation. So if my
because you had that superpower, right?
What superpower?
Of the internet. You could
the internet, yes.
You could look shit up at 11 years.
I could look shit up. So at least I figured out that on my own, you know. But I didn't. I like if I didn't figure out that on my own, I don't know how I would have figured it out. Someone might have explained it to me. I don't know how they would have explained it to me. So going back to that point, like if I have a kid, and they're growing up and they feel a little confused, I'll say it's okay to feel these things. It's okay to do these things. It's completely normal. Here's what it is. Okay. So this is the information which is out there, which you're asking for. Now you do what you want to do. Now, obviously, I would not like my son or daughter to be jerking themselves off every day for the rest of their school academic year. But I could show them like what you're doing is normal.
Oh, so okay, showing them what I was doing.
Showing them.
I was
You gotta use double-fisted, kid. Double-fisted. One hand only does half the job, and if you use your off hand, you'll feel like someone else is doing it for you. But anyways, that's not the point. But I would say like, okay, here is this, here is that. Don't overdo it like anything else, but just know that it's not wrong. You shouldn't feel like it's wrong with it.
Because I remember when I was in class 5, in our science textbook we have to learn about reproduction in Bate and reproductive organs.
Yeah.
And I remember, no, there's not class 5, there's class 6, man. And I remember we had this thing in our class where the boys and the girls wanted to learn it separately.
Okay.
And our principal, I think, was this Ma'am Pim Tandi? Yeah, Ma'am Pim Tandi. I love that she's like, no, just learn it. But I remember there was this entire, there was this weird faction in the class where it was like we should learn it separately. Like the boys should learn it separately, the girls should learn it separately. And I think Ma'am Pim Tandi was like the one who was just like, no, it's a natural thing. And it's the reproductive organ. Yeah. And and that's the thing, right? Like I'm still wondering if that awkwardness is still, I mean, I'm not saying it's not something you shouldn't get awkward about. I think people feel awkward about sex and stuff. But like, I don't know, it just, when I was talking to that person I met at Mama's, and they were telling me some interesting thing about what they found during their studies. Yeah. And it's kind of little scary because apparently a lot of even college kids don't know about sex. Not just that, apparently one of them in the middle of coitus went into the woods they were in the car, went into the woods and came back with like this weird leaf and said that this would make it better.
What?
Yes.
Can you explain what law? With the leaf?
They got some herb or something and then
To make it better, how? What is better?
I don't know, but that's the thing that I'm finding very so.
What was your question?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's terrifying when college kids also don't know.
No, I think it's not just college kids.
No, but
I think in general public, no, people are not very like what do you call? It's still a taboo, stigma subject.
Yeah.
To,
And not just that, but
admit to yourself. Man, what the?
my friend, I have. Okay, the thing is, I don't want to name people.
Yeah, just call them.
I have friends who run pharmacies, right? They work in
Yeah,
pharmacies.
the number one selling product is Apple.
Yeah, and then do
Yeah,
you know
that.
that's fucking. What's happening to the girl's body?
Just use
Use a
condoms.
Korea, but ani nyen mi to belo se.
Of course, it feels different. Yeah, fine.
So
why
I'm
don't
not-
you train your
but-
boys to pull out the way? Come on,
Jeez.
pull out, yeah. Come on. As if with right time and patience and practice more, you'll nail it down. Okay, people. Of course, birth control is great. Okay, but use it as a last measure.
I'd say use a condom still.
If you're having sex with a stranger, preferably use a condom. If you're having sex with your partner, no.
Well, that is again something that your partner and you discuss.
Yeah,
it's
you-
not.
you-
It's not like. It's not
Yeah,
like
but-
just because I'm the guy.
I'm just
going
giving
to
you
pull
cliff
out.
notes, Slavi. Like if you don't know what to do, just listen to what I'm saying. Probably protect yourself, Slavi.
But again, like I said, that conversation.
Yeah.
If the girl, if a couple is having sex, if the girl says that she'll not have sex without a condom,
Yeah.
then what happens in that situation?
You wear a condom.
Yeah, what if the guy doesn't want to wear a condom?
They don't have sex there.
Exactly.
It takes two to tango.
Exactly.
If you're going to have sex with her, misleading your partner that you're wearing
Stealthing.
wearing a condom when you're not, that you're violating her what's consentment, and this may sound very liberally, but I agree with that.
There's nothing liberal about it. It's fucking human decency.
Nowadays, decent. Forget about liberal things. But it's decent more.
Yeah.
When you say more, I'm not comfortable with this. Don't do it, and you deceive somebody and do it.
Our female just left the room.
If it wasn't already uncomfortable.
No, but then that's the thing. Like I think I'm not saying I'm not telling people go around talking about sex openly, right? Like what you do privately.
No, I think you should talk about sex openly. I would.
I'm not saying I'm not. That's what I'm
Kinley's
saying.
not saying it, but I am. Okay.
Okay.
You guys educate yourselves. I watch Sex Education. There's a series on Netflix. Watch that show. It's a good show. It's a good thing. Rather than being stupid and getting STDs and becoming young parents when you're not what they call ready, or when you're forcing yourself onto somebody who you think is consenting. This is all wrong. So you should educate yourself.
Although I have this argument that you can never be ready to be a parent.
That's okay. Yeah. But at least you'll be prepared more than the layman.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean not ready as in like physically ready. I just mean like mentally ready to
Unless-
have a parent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult for that.
To have a parent, to be a parent.
To have a parent.
If that wasn't apparent enough.
Yeah, but good talk to maybe like when you said that time, like class 6 now, when you're studying about all the sexual reproduction parts, we can teach it as an educative class rather than making it funny. We can use terminology which doesn't make it sound, like a sex joke. We don't have to say sex. We can maybe say, like you said, coitus or intercourse, and then you can talk about like
No,
vulva.
but then what's wrong with the word
testes.
sex?
Because it has the connotation to sex. People when you say the word sex, we think of the physical act rather than the gender. We think about the.
No, but it is the physical act.
It is the physical act.
And the physical act does not necessarily
but
mean.
when we're teaching that subject, we're not teaching about the sexual act, but we're talking about the
No, but you're
scientific
talking
process
about you're talking about sexual education. If you're talking about sex education, then you have to talk about sex.
Of course, we can talk.
Unless you're talking
But
about
there's-
reproduction.
But there's no talk about it. It's like this is sex. When a man's penis goes into a woman's vagina after he gets hard and she gets wet, it goes in and out, in and out, in and out. Then he releases his sperm and then she gets pregnant after 9 months. We know that, but no one teaches you. Okay, this is the right placement of your hip. This is the woman's missionary position. These are the things we're supposed to figure out by ourselves. When I first time had sex, I did not know how to position my pelvis, okay, or my hip bone or my right bone. It was awkward as fuck, okay, and I wish somebody taught me how to fuck.
Exactly.
Okay, see, so sex education is important.
So exactly, you just said I wish somebody had taught me.
Right now, focusing on the scientific education.
Oh, so you're talking more about reproduction, like when you're talking about reproduction.
No.
I'm not talking about reproduction. I'm talking about sex education, like having sex education.
Yeah, that also I agree. I agree with both. But I'm saying you can separate both also.
Yeah, okay, all
We
right.
can separate the act. We can actually and then separate.
Because I understand that in biology you have to learn reproductive organs, and you don't necessarily want, because in biology you're not learning about the act of sex. You're learning more about the organs that are the organs that are involved in sex. You know, the ovaries, the penis, the testicles, that stuff. But with sex education, I don't know, I feel like teaching people how to wear a condom.
Yeah, but if that you can,
Ideas of consent, ideas
become
of
an
contraception, these
you can
things.
have been
Huh?
You could have been here. They
No,
take
I'm
the
talk-
fellas and then they do the condom demo and everything.
There's this lovely video of this. I saw this. It was in a village, and it's in Bhutan, and I love there was this nurse, and I loved how she said, "If you want him to wear the condom and he doesn't want to wear the condom, you don't give him sex." In Zonga, but I was like, yes, that is the woman I want to meet.
But then the thing about maybe sex education also we need to learn is also about consent. It's a very grey line.
Yeah.
I love the joke that Bill Burr says, no, which actually is true. It's like you go to a girl, no, you role play, make her in the mood, no, you like, touching her, maybe seeing something, no, making her excited. She's like, no, stop it. You're being bad. No, no. Now let's say, okay, you take everything she said, wrote it on a piece of paper, and you show it to somebody without any context.
Yeah.
No, stop it. Mabesi. I said no. But that's not how you said it. But that's not how you said it.
No, that's the Bill Burr joke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So consenting, I should make sure sometimes when you're in the process of courting somebody, that little playful teasing is more. Line is a little grey, no. You don't know whether you're being a little flirtatiously charming or whether you're being creepily deceptive. There's a little line you play with, no.
But yeah, exactly, to sort of like, so I feel like these sort of talks have to happen where people understand what is consent.
Okay, we're doing our part, we're talking about it, people listening.
Yeah, and I think that it should be okay it shouldn't be taboo, as you said it, Tachi.
All
It shouldn't.
you incels, that's our target demographic. We're also one of you guys. We're also one of you guys.
I am not an incel.
We think we're not tapping it because we
I'm
don't
not
want
in.
to?
I am not involuntarily celibate.
Voluntarily celibate.
I am voluntarily celibate.
Me also, I'm voluntarily not DMing every girl. That's voluntary service.
Yeah.
No. Involuntary celibate, DMing or DMing all these girls. I didn't mean to. I was sleep texting. Imagine now.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think that this is a conversation that a lot of Bhutanese, not just Bhutanese, I think just again, I don't mean go around openly talking about it. If you are in a situation where people are comfortable to talk about it, sure. But like, even within your own partner, like, talk about sex with your partner. Like, figure out what each other likes, what turns you on, those sort of stuff. I think it's necessary. I think it's healthy, and I
agree.
Yeah, like I said, I like being blindfolded.
Yeah, that's your thing. I don't know why. It seems like a double negative at this point.
But double negatives make a
positive. Wow.
Because I am sex positive.
It's HIV positive. That's what you are.
I do not have HIV.
You're the HIVs.
Yeah. And use condoms if you
No, I'm saying even if you don't use condom, pull out helps away.
That's again that is up to both partners. That I do not think.
Of course, the thrill is in the mystery. Did I put it on time? Yeah, that's the thrill, man. That's the thrill. Huh? Okay, here, horny kids who are listening, horny people, kinky people. This is Guinness. He brought this subject up. Okay, so I'm going to give you one good advice. Take it or not. It's up to you, but I'll tell you.
It's unsolicited as fuck.
It's unsolicited. But after a woman has period, for 2 days it's safe.
Dude, no.
For 2 days it's
safe. I find that.
I've tested this theory. Okay, try it.
No.
2 days, safe days.
No. We are going to Google this.
It will exist. Safe days.
No.
It exists.
No.
I was with a person in the medical field when this information was given, and I've practiced it, and it's true.
Having unprotected sex at any time is risky and can result in pregnancy.
Yes.
Sometimes ovulation,
Yes.
the time when a female is most likely to become pregnant,
That's ovulation. Okay.
can happen within a few days of when your period ends. Within.
But
So again, no, all women's bodies aren't the same. Some
Yes,
people.
but-
So I would not risk it. I would not take that advice.
okay,
I'm
but I'll tell you this.
no.
Okay, with that same way, we know what ovulation is.
And I'm not
Ovulation
saying this. I'm not saying this as somebody who didn't initially have that thought. I did too.
got a scare. Yeah.
Yeah, got a massive scare. Don't want that again.
Okay, that's Kelly's experience. Okay, I'll tell you my experience. I did not have that scare, but like you said, it could be depending on person to person.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll tell you this: ovulation is when the woman is most potent for pregnancy now.
Yes.
So then, in life more, wherever there's an extreme one end, there's also an extreme other end. So I'm saying, in safe days, the exact opposite of ovulation.
Yeah, but do you?
All the eggs are dead. There's nothing you can fertilize. So, pump and dump, man. Come on.
All right, I'm leaving that up to.
Ejaculate and evacuate.
My personal thing, I don't.
Smash and dash. Come and go.
Thank you for coming.
What else?
Oh,
But like I said, 2 days of gym now. Now, if you use third day or your 2.5 days, and then your partner is pregnant or yourself, you're pregnant more. Don't come complaining to me in Kinnet. I just gave you my blueprint. I didn't tell you to.
Maggie, from my side, listeners, it's I don't agree with Sai, and it's really up to you. I would personally advise you all not to do that, but y'all are free thinking, autonomous
The
human
best
beings.
donuts are jelly filled, you know what I'm saying? Cream pie.
All right, and with that in mind, music videos.
No, Mr. Serious. I just remember something.
Okay.
We need to continue episode 2 of Dasho Bashi, man.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Can we not?
Yes, we. Yes,
No, we
can.
don't.
Huh?
We don't have to
No,
continue.
last time, I think I got a few DMs saying this was entertaining segment which we just introduced.
What this improv?
Improvised
okay.
film story.
Wait. What were the characters?
Last time we met.
Sringla just woke up next to Dasho Bashi's wife.
And we landed on a cliffhanger more.
Now it's your turn, because last time you were giving me all the fucking hard parts to deal with.
Okay, so Dasho Bashi more. Okay, right now where are we? We're in the future or
We are a little bit of a time skip ahead.
time skip ahead more?
For those of you who are listening and are confused, you'll have to listen to the previous episode to get what we're talking
That's
about.
why let's give a small recap. So there's a character called Siringla, and he has land in the Yuka area
Yes.
where a man and his 2 daughters.
You're just giving that's not even a recap. That's like you're telling the whole thing.
Okay,
Just tell them to.
man likes girl's father banishes him away. He wakes up in the future with the man's wife.
No, that's too. And just listen to the previous episode.
Said what?
You don't even have to listen to the whole episode if you don't want to. Just listen towards the end,
there's
like the
chapter.
last 20 or 30
There's
minutes.
a chapter you can just click on.
Yeah, there we go. So just click on the chapter and you can catch up on this.
Okay.
Anyway, so yes, we started off.
Bashi. Okay, Siringla wakes up with
Dasho Bashi's wife.
Dasho Bashi's wife. Okay, he has an extreme headache. He doesn't know what has happened.
Yeah.
Dasho Bashi's wife is unconscious, so he gets up, fix himself a cup of coffee, gets dressed, and
Wait, did you say Dasho Bashi's wife is unconscious?
she's passed out. Is that the same
You
word?
could just
She's
s-
asleep. Okay,
Yeah,
goddamn it.
she-
So, I'm not technically wrong.
Yeah, but no, unconscious has that connotation. Yeah.
Okay. And he makes coffee, he gets dressed, he leaves the apartment, and as he's leaving the apartment, flashback.
What the fuck?
1 year ago. Yeah, okay.
Again? Such an ass, man. We see Tsiringla 1 year ago. He was in the mountains, being healed by the monk. And then the monk is like, sort of like Tsiringla is like healing up. He's getting better because he's got that grievous wound after falling into the river. So now he's telling the monk that he's going to leave and go to Thimphu.
Okay.
And then the monk's like, why are you going? And Tsiringla is like, these people, they've taken my property, they took everything, And also Tsiringla thinks that Tsewang and Tsetso, Tsomo and Tsetso, the one that he likes, Tsomo, the elder sister, that the elder sister also didn't like him, that it was just a ploy for him. So now he feels betrayed. So now he's going to take them out from the inside. So he tells the monk that he's going into Thimphu, he's going to find a job within Bashi Industries, I suppose. And, and then the monk's like, that's not the way, like, just let it be, forgive and forget. Revenge is, the horrible thing about revenge is that it doesn't give you the satisfaction that you think it will. And then Sring's like, yeah, maybe, but, I need to figure this out for myself.
Okay.
And then he leaves and he goes to Thimphu.
Okay.
Now your turn.
Okay.
Are we still in the flashback, by the way?
No, okay, we're still in the flashback. I got the idea. So now going with Bhutanese stereotypes, he takes his rugged go and slinging backpack and goes to apply jobs everywhere in Thimphu. It's a montage of rejections, him sleeping on park benches, him
sitting on the bridge
getting
with
chased away from restaurants
Yeah.
because he cannot pay the thing, sitting on the bench while sad Drumnian plays in the background.
Question. I just clearly said he was going to work at Bashi. He was going to try to work at Bashi Industries. Why is he applying at other places?
Well, Sringla forgot about that. So then finally he gets a friend he meets in one of the bus parking he frequents, and he conveniently knows Photoshop. So he forges his documents and applies to Bashi Industries as a officer in Bashi Bank. Okay. And there he starts his life. Now the flashback is somewhat over. We see him hanging out in a nightclub. Okay. And he's drinking, and then he spots a silhouette of a woman. They get to dancing and drinking, and then that cuts to the night which we see in the next morning where he slept with Dasho Bashi's wife.
Jesus.
Okay? And then he's escaping now with the look of, like, what's the word? He doesn't know what to do next. What happens?
He's gonna. Fuck.
So now we got a little bit of further time of what happened during the time jump. Okay, he worked in Thimphu, he got a job in Bashi Industries, he slept with the matriarch.
Yeah.
Now what? He's lost here.
I'm turning into Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, I'll give you a little tidbit. Turns out it was his entire plan. He knew it was the mother.
Yeah, of course.
He acted pretend like he didn't know, but he wanted. He said, "I'll fuck Bashi Industries from the ground up," literally.
All right.
Oh, there's a music sequence in the Dasho, by the way. Dance your life, shake your body.
That's copyrighted, isn't it?
Yeah, something along the lines. Okay? And then Dasho Bashi's comes and then they do the whole dance sequence.
Yeah, all right.
They're drinking and then happens.
So Tsringla's confused because he feels guilty. Because he's been working at Bashi Industries for a while, and he realizes that in his attempt to take down Bashi Industries, because he's made so many friends, that he would also end up ruining the lives of these people who have nothing to do with what happened to him. But because he's taking down Bashi, if the industry collapses, then there's a lot of collateral damage. And then the monk's words reverberate.
Yeah, it's conflicting.
Yeah, conflicted. And
one night it's an office dinner.
Oh.
Dasho Bashi and everyone's around. He has accomplished a great Qatala deal. Now at this point, Sringla has changed his looks.
Yeah, of course. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Dasho Bashi doesn't recognize him, so they go for an office dinner. It's a grandiose occasion. Everyone's celebrating. Office profits are through the roofs. Everyone's having a good time. They go outside. Dasho Bashi reaches to his car. Before he leaves, he turns to Sringla and says, the best thing which happened in the company, when I retire, I want you to make a team more, to lead this office some more.
Yeah.
And he says, tries to humble him and put. Meanwhile, 4 or 5 drunk, rowdy kids come. They start a ruckus.
Very rambunctious, are they?
Rambunctious they are, yes. And then we see that they are trying to pick a fight with
Dasho Bashi?
Yes, Dasho Bashi.
Dude's old.
Yeah, but trying to be like, so proud of that is part of you na. Like, those kind of people. Okay. And then we see a moment where they have weapons and then Sringla again. He looks towards the people, he looks towards Dasho Bashi. And you think he's going to help Dasho Bashi. But he goes towards the gang side. What happens? I give you a little setup. I set up a nice scenario.
All right.
know that Dasho Bashi, if he dies, he's already committed to giving Sringla the company. Some shit.
Yeah. Okay, so Sringla tries to dissuade these boys. And it turns out they're very reasonable. They listen.
No fight scene. No fight scene. You guys wanted a fight scene, huh? Cancel. And they're all, for some reason, they're all bodybuilders.
Yeah, and they're just like, maybe this is the steroids talking, and they
You have a
realize.
rational conversation.
Yeah, they end up having a very rational conversation where Sringla tells them that, do they really want to, spoil their life by beating up this? And Sringla gives them very good arguments. Like, you beat this guy, he's really rich, even if he presses charges, he can afford a very good lawyer, and you all will be in trouble, Mapalera. So what's the point?
He said, I'll give you some money, drink out of Highlands and rock peas.
Yeah, buy your steroids. And then
2 shots with
yeah, and then Dasho Bashi is like Dasho Bashi is like, oh my god, you helped me. You are definitely leading this team once I retire. Okay. Then Sringla goes, okay, and then he goes home. And then that night he gets a call from Dasho Bashi's wife. And then she says that she's pregnant. Because it's been a while now. And then he says, but how are you pregnant? And then she goes, well, we did it without protection. And then he goes, but you said it was 2 days after your period.
At this point, Dasho Bashi's wife has menopause.
No, dude, we never said her age. We never said her age.
old is
No, so
Dasho
now
Bashi?
we cannot change this. Well, Dasho Bashi is a Dasho. What's the big deal to her? His wife could be in her 40s and women can still.
Yeah, but Sringla and Sring Somo and Seto are like at least.
Dude, it's
18.
not unheard of. All right. And,
Okay, she's
and you
40s.
you told me this last week yourself.
Okay.
You said we cannot go back now.
We cannot go back now.
Yeah,
She's
so-
currently in an age where menopause hasn't happened. and
Menopause
she's
happens
like-
usually towards the late 40s, early
Okay,
50s.
anyways, okay, she is pregnant now. Okay,
Yeah,
bloody
because he came in her when she was 2 days after her period. And take it away.
fuck you. Okay. God, how do I continue this? So difficult.
And then, okay, let me add a little bit. And then he says, what are we going to do? Right? And then Sringla is like, can't you just tell Dasho Bashi that it's his kid? And then the wife's like, oh, trust me, Dasho Bashi and I haven't been intimate for a very long time.
So,
My God, we're going into Hindi serial territory, yo.
so apparently, Dasho Bashi, after that night where Sringla uses Riz to escape a confrontation, altercation with the bodybuilders outside
Okay.
the dinner place now, he gets a newfound roaring passion that night because of adrenaline, mix of intoxication. Goes home, he gives the best 30 seconds of his life to his wife. Okay?
Talking from, this is very autobiographical, no?
Yeah.
But go on.
Keep it, low key. Okay. So he goes there, gives 3 pumps, okay, and then.
Wow, 10 seconds per pump, not bad. And then go on. Okay, go on. Go
Okay,
on.
and then so that has been done, but Dasho Bashi is still skeptical that night he made her pregnant. Okay, but he sees no other way that she could be pregnant from any other person, so he accepts it. Okay, and the only person he knows that she might have been close to was Sringla, but he trusts him too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's she's pregnant for a bit. Okay, and Sringla now phase 1 has completed in this plan.
Yeah.
Now phase 2. While okay, so one day while Sringla now feels like this might be the good moment to kill the father because his kid is going to be born. He might be signed off as the company's owner, but he only has 2 daughters. He's going to sign off everything to his new unborn child, which might be a son.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is going in plan. Okay, and they're in the car discussing everything, and then bang, a car comes out of nowhere. Car accident. He wakes up. Both are in the hospital. Dasho Bashi is not dead,
Okay.
but he's in critical condition.
Yeah.
He needs a kidney.
All right.
What happens?
He needs a kidney.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think about this bit. Ding, 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 ding,
Okay, I'll give you some
ding.
elements.
No, I got it.
I got one.
Okay.
Okay, while they're waiting in the hospital, like, what could we do and all more? Then we get the return of Setso. We have not seen her till now. She comes. And also the other sister, Tomo also.
You ruined it for me, man. Fuck.
They both come.
My storyline had something to do with that one, you bastard.
What happens?
So now the sister and Setsu come. All right. Oh, but you did not tell me the condition in which they come.
Yeah,
So
I did the condition.
Setsu
Yeah.
comes in with Sewang, with Tomo, the sister who Sringla liked.
Okay.
But Setsu is non-responsive. She's in a wheelchair, damaged, all right?
Oh, plot twist.
But what actually ended up happening was Seomo was forever angry at Dasho Bashi for what she had, for Tsiringla's death, perceived death. So she was the one who rammed into the car.
I wanted to keep it as a mystery. You just give it away.
No.
Literally the next scene.
No.
Oh, come on.
No, that's later on. We'll find that out later on. But
Then why are you revealing this now? Okay.
I'm not good at spoilers. I don't care for spoilers.
Okay.
What are spoilers to a person
Watch
who
one
can't
more
see?
next week. Yeah, good night.
I can't. Then Setsu, but then they're like, oh, and they're like, Sewang, Somo's already nearing, because she's in a non-responsive state.
Yeah.
She's in the wheelchair somehow. So then the doctors are like, you need a kidney to Dasho Bashi. And they're like, Somo's not going to survive. Y'all have a match. We can give Somo's kidney. Because she's not going to survive anyway. And yeah, I take it away.
So, Tomo gives Dasho Bashi the kidney.
And dies. Because she's not going to survive.
You ruined a lot of plot which I had coming.
Okay. It's improv, Sai.
Okay.
Improv.
Okay, she dies while doing the kidney transplant, and she cannot feel it because she's like Stephen King at this point.
Stephen King, yeah. Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking. Okay, I just missed the Hawk. I had the in betweens. Okay, anyways. So then surgery Byomo, he gets better. Everything's fine. Now, in fact, his relationship with Siring is even more stronger because he facilitated in convincing
Somo?
to do this.
How?
With his power of wrist there. We just saw that power in the bodybuilders. He did it again. Okay?
Alright.
So everything is fine, and then they get in the car and then they leave to her. And another car accident comes. You didn't see that coming, did you? Another car accident comes, okay? Now they're both in the hospital.
Lots of female drivers in your story.
There's a lot of what do you call problems. But this time the wife was also in the car with it.
Oh no.
Okay? Now we got Dasho Bashi again in the ER, okay? We got Siringla again, mysteriously again healed. Another bandage on his head. Now Dasho Bashi, other kidney is not okay. What happens?
Okay. Alright. Here it comes, alright? Here it comes. Dasho Bashi obviously can't get his daughter to give. She offers.
Yeah.
Somo's dead because she gave her kidney already. Now Setsu offers to give her kidney as well to help her dad. But then Dasho Bashi is like, no, it's okay. I had a good life, and now, and then he says, even if anything happens to me, at least I know that my unborn child is there who will take over, because they strongly believe it's a son. But then the doctor comes in and gives him the bad news that the wife also died. Now Dasho Bashi, he's like, you know what? I've lived a good life. I entrust everything to Tsiringla. Please take care of my
plot
company.
with the mother and the kid had no payoff. No payoff at all.
No, that's how life is sometimes. Life don't have a payoff.
Okay, it's good.
But anyway, and then Dasho Bashi hands it all over to Tsiringla. And then Tsiringla is like, no, you can't do this. But then Dasho Bashi draws his final breath, and then he like, that classic scene where Setsu and Tsiringla are both like crying over him.
Wait.
And he holds Tsiringla's hand, and then he puts it in Setsu's, and then he's like, I want you two to get married, because he doesn't know that this is the kid that he killed, obviously, right? That he thought he died. And then Setsu and Tsiringla, then the Dasho Bashi dies, and then Setsu and Tsiringla, there's a funeral scene, cremation scene where they're like 3 buyers. Dasho Bashi, his wife, and Somo. So they're all.
And the kid.
And no, the kid was still pregnant, So there's like 3 funeral pyres, and then
So apparently,
wait, no.
They extract the dead baby from the stomach.
Jeez.
And they give a sky burial.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, we add that scene too. And then you see Tsringla and Setso like sadly holding their hands together, and then as the camera focuses on them, you see them giving a weird conniving smile, and then you see a flashback.
Again another flashback.
Yes, it turns out. Well, we're doing the stereotypical Bhutanese thing, are we not? And then it turns out that during his time working in Bashi Industries, Tsringla and Setso had already hatched a plan to sort of have all of this happen. It was Setso who kept feeding Tsomo with this idea that,
What?
crash into dad's car sort of situation. It just
So there was a
worked out.
second crash?
Yeah.
She orchestrated the second crash?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was Tsringla who orchestrated the second crash.
Oh.
Because it turned out that the bodybuilders were in the other car.
Damn it, I wanted to use the bodybuilders against you. You used them before I used them. I wanted to use them. I wanted to go back in time. No, kill all of them. Use the kidney to save Dasho Bashi. But you ruined it for me now.
And that's it. The movie's over.
No, episode 2. End of episode 2.
Okay, end of episode 2. What are we calling this show, by the way?
Dasho Bashi in the street.
No!
Sitting square. Sitting
No.
cube. Huh?
No.
Sitting Bashi.
What do you call revenge in Zonga?
Revenge, yeah.
Hang on, I'll find out.
Himaram.
I can find out.
Okay, that's the end of episode 2 now. Oh, our B drama's getting really good. Huh?
Yeah.
You saw some twists, you didn't see that turn coming, man. Not even the twist.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's end of episode 2, and we'll come back to.
So many things happen in episode 2.
Yeah, a lot of digest, man, for our listeners.
What will happen to Tsringla and Setso? Will their conniving plot be found out? Will Dasho Bashi return?
No, okay, now if Sringla and Setso are now the villains, now instead of the heroes of this plot, who's going to be their antagonist?
We'll find out in the next episode
Of.
Dasho Bashi Industry.
See, now we've already now settled on Dasho Bashi Industries. Alright, I think we've gone past an hour. This is the end of our episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Alright, again, listening to our blabber.
This is PSY-POD number 40.
Yeah.
What are we titling this one?
What do you want to title it? What do you talk about? Hey, safe day.
Safe what?
Safe day then.
Why safe day?
After period, 2 days safe day.
Safe day.
Safe days. Safe days.
Okay.
Safe days are meant for cleaning.
I thought it was going to be three times the charm, but okay.
3 times the job? Or the car crash?
No, also the car crash. Yeah, safe day.
Okay, safe day.
But honestly, I don't believe in that bullshit. But
Okay,
go on.
let us know in the comments. Are you Team Sai or Team Kinley on safe days? See?
Yeah, alright then.
Okay, and if you please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's all Sai.
Oh, I found a new.
And follow us and rate us on Spotify.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram and Spotify and YouTube. And subscribe to Sai's channel, because that's where we'll be putting up the new episodes. And yeah, check out Angel Youngs.
Oh yeah, I love her. Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Precisely.
Okay, until the next episode, guys, thank you for listening, and find some better habits to do with your lives than listening to this. Bye bye.